Hello, everyone. Tim Gaybeyer, Superintendent here in the Mount Pleasant Area School District. Joining us today is Dr. John Campbell, who's currently serving as our junior high principal, grades 7 and 8. Been in that position for a couple years. And John, why don't you give everybody a little background about what else you've done here in the district? Because I know you've been in quite a few things since I've been here.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gaybeyer. Yeah, I'm excited to say this is my 15th year with the Mount Pleasant Area School District. I've served in a number of different roles, from being principal at Norvell Donegal for a year to many years at the high school building as an assistant principal and senior high principal, to now I believe this is my 4th year with the junior high back here in the secondary building, as long as helping out with the pandemic coordinator and some other things I've done, homeschool visitor within the district. So. Just excited to see you this year. I'm looking forward to an exciting 22-23 school year.
Awesome. Thank you. And we had a chance to talk to Mr. Gambita a little while back, and we made a video, and he spoke to some of the things happening, and some of these things, they'll overlap with you as well. But can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with facilities repair, maintenance, building prep, anything over the summer months that folks might not know is actually happening relative to the junior high and the building?
So we are very blessed with a fantastic facility here that our maintenance and custodians really put a nice clean finish to it every summer. But this summer's been an unusually busy year around the secondary campus again. I mean, you take a look at it, as soon as you come into the campus, you're going to notice the paving and the coating and the lines being freshened up. You're going to see things getting touched up with paint around there. Currently, we have new HVAC units going into particularly the junior high side of the building, which is going to, again, create a comfort level for our kids within the classrooms there. So we're excited to see that phase of our secondary building impacting the junior high.
And Dr. Campbell, while you're on that, can you speak just a little bit to, because not all of that work is able to be completed prior to school.
Right.
So some of that, due to some of the supply chain issues, held things up. A lot of it's getting done now, but there are going to be a little bit of some shifting. Can you speak to what that might look like in a junior high?
Yeah, so not to be troubled, we do have places that are going to be worked on through the course of the first couple of weeks here. And like Dr. Gaybeyer said, it's a supply chain issue that we're all facing with all those things that we see as consumers and people. That company's saying the same thing. So they're starting in the classrooms in the junior high towards our computer labs and the science rooms that are going to be first. But some of the classrooms you're going to notice.
Those ones you're talking about, they'll be complete before school begins.
They'll be complete before school starts. But when you come back to welcome night, you may see some of your classrooms with a unit that hasn't been installed yet. And we're shifting some things around in the classroom to make you comfortable while that transition happens. But during the course of the first couple of weeks, there are going to be some classrooms that are going to be moved to a different part of the building for a day or two in order to allow those crews to come in and do the necessary work in order to get those installed and ready to go for us. So your teachers will know where they're going to go. We'll have plenty of warning for you as students to know what classrooms to go and maps, and the counselor and our Officer Grabiak and myself and the other administrators will be there to help point you in the right direction where you may need to be for a day or two.
Yeah, and there are only a couple of those classrooms that are affected like that, but it might be for a day, 2 days max, whenever they come in and just install and take out the others.
Right. So nothing to be alarmed at. It will work out now for our students.
But I didn't mean to interrupt you because you were in the middle of going through some of your projects.
One of the other big things that we've had this year too is an upgrade to our security cameras. We've had crews in here dealing with detectors and security cameras as part of our technology integration here and updates with our safety and security plan. So that's a big piece of the puzzle there too. And again, I just wanted to say thanks to the maintenance and custodians for just their typical things they do. I mean, the rooms look spick and span. They're ready to go. And once those units come in and out, they have more work to do to get those things tidied up once the dust and dirt settles. So
they do, and we're very fortunate. The custodial maintenance crew works hand in hand, and a lot been thrown at them when you're dealing with different capital projects and things happening around them. You can't get into a normal routine. You have to work around some, and they've done a fantastic job.
And that's just
school looks great.
And that's just our campus. I mean, there are other buildings that we don't think about that are going on too.
Because all four are getting work simultaneously. You're right. Well, good. I know we have Welcome Back Night coming up
Yes.
on August 24th. Can you speak a little bit to what folks can see whenever they come to the junior high end on Welcome Back Night?
Yeah, so we're excited about offering a Welcome Back Night from 4 o'clock till 7:30 on August 24th. That's a Wednesday night. Our traditional agenda is really, there's 3 major parts. Before we jump into that, all the student schedules are already on eSchool Plus, and they're available for you to see those schedules on Home Access Center. But we'll have a hard copy of those just in case you would need those on Welcome Back Night. But once you'll enter through the rotunda, so park in the back of the building or the junior high lot, come in through. That's how we're going to enter the building there. But all the doors, the front door as well as the rotunda will be open for you to come in. But there's 3 major parts that you're going to see within Welcome Back Night that we traditionally do. For grade 7, we'll have an orientation night in the auditorium starting at 4:30. That's with meeting myself and Mr. Gambita and Mr. Belinsky. Dr. Gabauer is usually there. I introduce him as well. Any other staff and counselors to kind of go over what the rules and expectations are for the students, but also kind of give the parents an idea of what their students are going to see on a day-to-day basis here, particularly coming in as grade 7. This is also for our new students. If we have any new students coming into the district, that's a great time for them to come and see how we operate, what our expectations are for the building. Once we go through that process, the grade 7 through 12 will then go through a modified mock schedule of approximately 5 or 6 minutes. That'll allow you and your parents to kind of navigate what your schedule looks like, to see what your classes are and kind of get an idea or feel of what your pattern is going to be. It's also an opportunity for you to get to your lockers and start working on lockers. We know that can be a challenge with some of those fine motor skills, but I tell you one thing, by the time you graduate, you will have it figured out. Every Mount Pleasant student knows how to work a locker when they graduate from Mount Pleasant, but we work with our incoming students with that.
And we all continue to get better at it year by year because we chip in to help out on a daily basis early on.
First week or 2, we're always in the hallways helping kids out and those things too. So I know that's always a stressor for our students coming in and learning that, but you'll make it through with that. And then finally, the other big part is in the senior high gym across from the auditorium in our rotunda area, we'll have a welcome back expo, so to speak, going on. And in the gym there will be a number of tables and booths set up, and you'll see organizations like DMJ will be there with transportation. If you have any questions about the app or busing routes and pickup and drop-off times. We'll have a Chromebook table there for information about Chromebook. We'll have some of our secretaries there for athletics if you have questions about athletics or getting signed up for that. To also learning if you need access to Home Access Center or eSchool Plus, how to work that system as well. Our student groups typically put tables up, so like the student theater group, for example, will have a table up if you're interested in being part of the student theater group, to maybe the Interact Club, to National Honor Society. But we'll also have National Honor Society students, particularly high school age students, in the junior high helping kind of point you in the right direction where you need to be at. But we'll have those organizations, whether it's CSA, St. Vincent Prevention Projects, to again, student groups that'll be there. And then one of the things we're going to do new this year with a little bit of a twist for our 7th grade students, since this is your first Welcome Back Night here at Mount Pleasant. I know back last spring you guys did a tour. We did not the spelling bee, it's the quiz competition. You eat for lunch there and all that. But we have a scavenger hunt scheduled for you as well. And we'll be giving out those forms for those students that come to Welcome Back Night as 7th graders. But there will be a checklist of things that we want you to check. See some of your teachers. Where's the cafeteria? Where's the office at? Attending that orientation. And if you satisfy all those check marks, we actually have a Vikings t-shirt to kind of welcome you into Mount Pleasant Junior High School for those students that satisfy that scavenger hunt. So we're excited about that. And one of the other new things we have, we're actually going to have a bulletin board in one of our hallways for a parent note to kind of encourage their kids for this year. So we're looking for that, exciting, some positive notes from our parents and community, encouraging our kids that will be up there for the first semester of our school year. We want you to be part of that as a community too.
That's wonderful. And thank you. Very thorough. Yeah, it's an exciting day, especially for our 7th graders coming in.
Absolutely.
A little apprehension coming in, a bigger building, but boy, what a tremendous place to be. And that's a fantastic evening to really get a sense of comfort and see, you've got 4 hallways actually that you're really navigating. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple to navigate in a junior high. And it's a great experience. So that's an awesome tremendous way for you to get comfortable with the building by coming to Welcome Back
Right.
on the 24th.
And we also want the 8th graders there too. So please, 8th
Absolutely.
graders, don't say that it's just a focus on 7th grade. We want you here too, just to get yourself acclimated, meet your teachers, and get you back in that excitement of starting the school year.
Good point.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Dr. Campbell, as we head into the 22-23 school year, I know there have been some initiatives that you've been working on,
Yep.
and they're going to continue, and some are starting anew. Can you talk a little bit about those initiatives maybe in the 22-23 school
Yeah,
year?
the biggest one that you're going to see a change from years past is implementing our PBIS program, which is a positive behavior intervention and support program. You will be familiar with that in Ramsey. They've done that the last couple of years, but because of, I hate to say it, COVID and some other things that have happened, and necessary changes we've had to do over the course of those years, it's been kind of put on hiatus. But we're looking forward to working with our students to institute some positive behaviors, how to have a great experience here at Mount Pleasant. We'll have some building-wide lessons and activities that first week of school to talk about expectations, roles, and responsibilities, and some areas that are traditional hot spots, problem spots, whether it's the cafeteria or the bathroom or a hallway, or on how to ride a bus purposefully. But our staff is going to be looking for those positive behaviors. We're going to talk about that with our students and reward those types of things, and then have our weekly and monthly drawings and give those recognition for those kids that are doing great things, because we have great kids in this building doing a lot of good things. And we want to put that first and foremost here at the junior high this year and really make an effort with that. But that's a team of 7 teachers, and their counselors are going to be part of that committee. But we're excited about kicking that off this year as one of our biggest initiatives here at the junior high, because it's a follow through from what your experience has been at Ramsey with the same thing. So we're talking about Viking pride, and that's what you're going to hear that over and over again this year. About personal responsibility, respect, integrity, discipline, and effort. Those things that are just important that we feel as a community, as you understand, are important for our kids in order to be successful, not just here at Mount Pleasant, but also in life too. The other couple things that we'll have too is this year's our year for renewal for our No Place for Hate program, which dovetails into the PBIS program. But also every 2 years we do a training with our students for internet safety with Common Sense Social Media, and we have to get recertified for that too. So your BC IT teachers, your technology teachers will be going through those programs with you too to get us recertified here in the junior high.
Thank you. Thank you. So when we look at coming into 22-23 school year, whether it's incoming 7th or incoming 8th graders, anything that the parents need to know, any specific items that they may need to know coming into the school year that you've either haven't had a chance to get out in the letter, or you did get out in the letter, maybe you want to reiterate, but just some things to think about coming into the year.
Yeah, our biggest point, and we know that the junior high is a monumental shift for our kids from an adolescent social behavior, going from an upper elementary building in Ramsey coming to now the secondary building. It's a big change, and you know that with your own students and your own children in your home. It's a big change. 7th grade is a big year for our students, but 8th grade is getting them transitioned and ready for the 9th grade year. But our focus and main goal is to continue to have an open dialogue and communication with our community. And I can't stress enough, as parents, I know as our students get older and my own kids get older, you want to provide more independence, and that's part of the process of our kids growing up. But make sure, don't lose track of being part of the school community. We want you to communicate with the teachers. We want you to be here for Welcome Back night, for parent conference night, to come to a band concert, to seeing our kids with academic performances or athletic performances. But be part of the school community. Hopefully, communication-wise, if you're not following us already, we do have a Twitter account at MPA Vikings. That's for this whole entire secondary building. It can get you some of the latest information on what's going on and pictures of things that the kids are doing throughout the building and things that are happening here. Please check our website. There's a lot of pertinent information there that will be able to get that information out to you. And please don't hesitate at any time. Give me a call, email me if you have any questions or concerns. Talk with the teachers. Mr. Patoka is available. He's a great resource for our students as a guidance counselor there. But just the big thing I want to emphasize, though, attendance, just making sure our kids here. The research is very clear with that. The students that have a higher attendance typically perform better academically as well, because they're not missing any of the content and curriculum. And sometimes having those pieces missing can make it a struggle for kids down the road. So we want to emphasize and strongly encourage to make sure our kids are here every single day and not to miss school. Ultimately, we know if kids are sick, they need to stay home. But be in contact with us and try to make an effort for your kid to be here every single day and ready to go, because we're ready to go and we're excited about them being here in this building again this year.
Well, thank you, Dr. Campbell.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last 10 minutes or so really provided some insight as to what it's going to look like for the upcoming 22-23 school year and what's been happening around here over the summer.
Yeah.
And we really look forward to seeing the students come back and joining us. These preparations we have in place are to try to make it the best experience possible for our students, and we look forward to seeing our 7th and 8th grade students here very shortly.
And just to put that out there, if you have any need to contact me, my email is jcampbell@mpasd.net, and the junior high extension is 724-547-4100, but our extension is 1015. So again, please call or email me at any time if you have any questions or concerns.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell.
Thank you, Dr. Gebauer.
Everyone have a great day.
See you later.